Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing Trelawney, Dumbledore, and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This theory that was brought to my attention in the comment section suggests that Sybil Trelawney, Hogwarts Divination professor, actually predicted Dumbledore's death as early as the third book. Before we get started, let's just give a round of applause to Trelawney. Throughout the story, she is subject to ridicule from all manners of respected witches and wizards. Divination is effectively laughed at, and her predictions are looked down upon. But in the end, Trelawney was of course right in her prediction each and every time, even if sometimes the predictions were a little vague and open-ended. Under considerable scrutiny, she continued on and performed her duties. One thing worth mentioning, however, is that a large portion of the stigma directed at Trelawney comes from the reputation that divination bears as a whole. Divination, though very real, was just not particularly well received amongst the wizarding population. Divination, in essence, is the art of predicting the future. There are various ways to achieve this, and methods include, but are not limited to, tea leaves, fire omens, crystal balls, palmistry, cartomancy, astrology, and dream interpretations. However, despite its proven legitimacy, divination is trashed by the likes of McGonagall and Hermione. McGonagall once went as far as to describe it as one of the most imprecise branches of magic. Even Dumbledore had his qualms with divination, despite recognizing it as a legitimate field of magic. But what's interesting about that is that Trelawney actually unknowingly predicted Dumbledore's death and said it straight to his face. In Chapter 11 of The Prisoner of Azkaban, Dumbledore invites Trelawney to join his Christmas dinner in the Great Hall. To this, Trelawney refuses, declaring, "I dare not, Headmaster. If I join the table, we shall be 13. Nothing could be more unlucky. Never forget that when 13 dine together, the first to rise will be the first to die." Trelawney thought that by joining the group, making it 13, that she would inevitably end up killing someone, the first to rise. Rather than taking that risk, she chose to stand. However, what Trelawney didn't know was that Peter Pettigrew, aka Scabbers, was at the table, meaning that 13 people were already dining. Shortly after, Dumbledore is the first person to rise, and he is the next to die, being killed by Snape atop the astronomy tower. Effectively, Trelawney told Dumbledore that he was just going to die, just neither of them knew it. This rule of 13 continues throughout the series, and is actually proven in a couple of other circumstances. The next is in Chapter 5 of The Order of the Phoenix at Grimmauld Place, where Sirius Black is the first to rise from the table. Sirius started to rise from his chair. "Molly, you're not the only person at this table who cares about Harry," said Lupin sharply. "Sirius, sit down." Mrs. Weasley's lower lip was trembling. Sirius sank slowly back into his chair, his face white. And of course, Sirius was the next to die. The next time this happens is in the Deathly Hallows, when, after the Battle of the Seven Potters, everyone arrives at the Burrow and sits down. Tragically, Mad-Eye Moody died in the battle that had just occurred, and to this, Lupin gets up and offers to look for Moody's body. Once again, there were 13 people sitting down on this occasion, and though 4 of them eventually die, it's likely that Lupin was the first of the 4 to die. What do you guys think of this 13 theory? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy the content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live